So how did you or your family come to Canada? Immigration stories are central to this country and its history, but not everyone has a chance to explore their ancestors' journey. Well, the TV series How I Got Here allows people to do just that. Watch this.
In my dad's past, horrible things have happened to him.
After the explosion, the ceiling came down and knocked us to the ground.
I'm holding the list with 38 names of people killed.
It was the most traumatic experience in my life.
Season 2 of the series follows second-generation children as they accompany their parents back to their country of origin. It gives me chills even watching that. To tell us more now are Bill and Sophie Neal, one of the families who are featured in the series. Welcome to your morning.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Oh, so lucky to get this opportunity. Yeah. In the episode that we just showed everybody, you're on this father-daughter's trip. You're exploring your family's history in Northern Ireland. Bill, this is the first time that Sophie has heard so much about your parents, about your childhood, your life in Belfast. Why was now the time to take her there, to tell her the stories?
Well, I think we missed the opportunity earlier. I mean, to be frank, when this opportunity came up, I had some concerns about it, you know, because we were going back to a time that was very, very different from anything that Sophie could possibly have known about.
Yeah.
You get some sense of it even just from the clip that was played.
Yeah.
Belfast was a very dire place, a very different place today. It's very optimistic and forward-looking. But I wasn't sure that I wanted to revisit that. But as it turned out, it was a wonderful opportunity and a wonderful outcome.
We'll get to that in a moment. Sophie, first of all, what stands out for you? Because our parents will tell us stories, but it's something else to be there in the environment and hear those stories. So what stands out for you that you learned?
I mean, I learned a lot of stories about what my dad was like when he was younger, when he was my age, which was a lot of fun. I learned a lot about my grandparents, which was really important. And I also learned just a lot about my culture and what the country of Ireland is like. And I just got to kind of put a face to the country that I've been hearing stories about since I was a child.
Bill, in the show, you know, one of the examples that you give is you recount the story of the troubles in Ireland. Bombings were frequent, and in fact, you survived a workplace bombing. And when you think back to those times, you say that you never felt terrified. Why was that?
It was always in the moment, Anne-Marie. You know, there was even at these times of crisis, there was something to be done. Something had to be done immediately. People were hurt, people needed help, and you just got on with that. There was no time to be terrified. And it creeps up on you. I mean, it is amazing how one can become accustomed to an entirely different life.
It takes a lot of courage to go back and to relive that, and especially to do it in front of your kids. You say you weren't sure about it, but you're glad you did it now. What changed for you in that moment once the opportunity came up to share this story?
Well, I think we were both learning. You know, I learned a lot about my parents that I didn't know. I learned a lot about my father, about what his life was like, at his lack of opportunity. You know, he was trapped there. I was lucky I was able to emigrate and start a new life in Canada, as many people from Ireland do, of course.
Sophie, has it changed you at all, knowing more about your family, about your roots, and also where you come from?
Oh, of course it has. I mean, I always said that I was Irish because it was such a big part of me. But now I feel like I'm really able to really know what that meaning is behind it. Now that I'm aware of like the family that I have back there, what my grandparents were like, now that I'm just able to put so much to the actual word, it changes me inside a lot.
I'm going to put you both on the spot. How has it changed your relationship going back there together?
Ooh.
You go first.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I feel like we've become closer. I understand you a lot more because of what we did together, and it was just a very good bonding experience.
I thought we had a pretty good relationship going in.
I never said we didn't.
And yet we certainly strengthened and enhanced it. We worked together. This was an exhausting experience as well.
It was.
You know, 12 hours a day, 12 days in Ireland, 4 days in Canada before that.
Yeah.
And we were emotionally and physically exhausted at the end, but we relied on each other.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just the hours, you know, it was the stuff we were doing.
Yeah.
which you will be able to see on the show.
Oh, and we should remind everybody that they can watch it. What a fantastic opportunity for both of you. How I Got Here airs Mondays on Super Channel Heart and Home. It's also available to stream on demand. I can't wait to see more of these stories. Thank you both for joining us today.
Of course.
Thanks for having us.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.